Stranger Things, the best lines Quinn improvised. Hello my good people, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be looking at the best lines Quinn improvised. Stay tuned to gather more. One of the best lines from the Stranger Things conclusions was actually improvised by Quinn, despite the show's completely tubular narrative being largely the work of its superb writing staff. Quinn, 29, portrays Eddie Munson, the head of the Hellfire Club at Hawkins High School, who plays the guitar and rips it up until he tragically passes away. We watch Eddie hotwiring a camper vehicle with Steve before courageously committing himself in the Upside Down to the beds. Eddie reassured Robin that he wouldn't be the one operating the vehicle when she expressed her worry about the idea. Harrington's got it, he muttered sarcastically as he grinned up at Steve. Do you, big boy? The statement was said by Quinn, who had lately used the social media site to broadcast some of the best improvised parts of the finale. The show's creators revealed on Twitter. Did he also improvise the "Don't you, big boy?" at Steve in the camper van? A fan wondered, simply requesting a friend. Yes, the writers merely retorted. Quinn also made up his character's last line, which he delivered to Justin by saying, "I guess it's my year, Henderson. Finally, I believe is my year. Man, I love you." That intense kiss between Hopper and Joyce was another scene that wasn't initially in the screenplay, along with Caleb's improvisations of Erica help. That was something that David Harbour and Winona Ryder reportedly added during filming, according to the writers, which led one Twitter user to quip in the comment section, starting to sound like all the great stuff wasn't scripted. What were you all being compensated for? Quinn recently said that he had no idea that his character would pass away and that it would be a pity if they couldn't make a comeback. He claimed in a statement to Variety, "I knew I was an option. I had a hunch when we would wrap up his storyline this season. Yes, I believe it's a strange thing, but I couldn't have predicted how he would leave. It has a bittersweet quality. I'd love to return to the set and see those people once more. These kinds of characters are really uncommon, yet occasionally they have a lovely arc and are written with such empathy. I feel really appreciative, but it's a shame I won't be able to return. It's kind of feel like a lottery ticket." Onwards. Quinn, who played Eddie Munson on the Netflix hit Stranger Things, said he would be furious if he didn't return for the show's final season. In the fourth installment, the 29-year-old actor portrays confused Munson, who is falsely accused of killing Chrissy Cunningham and subsequently all of Vecna's victims, as he collaborated with Steve Harrington and Dustin Henderson to stop Vecna in the Upside Down. The head of the Hawkins Hellfire Club swiftly won the hearts of the audience. But unlike his friends, Eddie perished in the Upside Down after giving his life to protect Hawkins from the demo bats and passing away in Dustin's arms in a heartbreaking scene. Quinn was asked if Munson will return for the fifth and final seasons of the Netflix series despite the death of his character. He remarked, "It will be upset if they don't bring me back," in a statement to The Guardian. "If they'll let me, I'd really love to." Stranger Things have, however, occurred on the show, so it's possible that the Duffer brothers would use flashbacks on the program's planned spin-off to bring him back. Quinn admitted he discussed ways to revive Munson with co-star Joe Keery, who plays Steve, and that he has his own ideas as well. "Me and Joe Keery were considering ways in which I could kind of come back. Maybe I'd be a figment of Gaten's imaginations or something," he said in an interview with Radio Times. Like if there might be some kind of space or something somewhat magical like that. Due in part to Quinn's role in the season's 4 jaw-dropping finale of Stranger Things, Metallica's Master of Puppets is soaring in the charts. Despite the song's 1986 release, Kate Bush is gradually giving it the Kate Bush touch. When Munson started tearing up his electric guitar on the top of his trailer park house, the song began to play. The youngsters in Hawkins had a smart scheme to draw some demo bats away from Vecna's house so that Steve, Nancy, and Robin could break into his lair. Many people were happy to see the heavy metal get its 15 seconds of when Master of Puppets was released over 40 years ago. It peaked at number 27 on Billboard 200. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in.